Years and years ago, I dropped scorching hot caramel onto my left hand and my skin peeled off. I got third-degree burns and I was afraid of caramel for years. But when I entered pastry school, I was confronted and taught how to work with it and treat it with the respect and care. And basically, if you think something is going to spill or fall on you, I don't care what you break or what you do, you don't want it on your body, your shoes, your clothes, or your hands. So if you are going to attempt this recipe, do it with great care. The CIA has written a quintessential book, Chocolate and Confections, that I use to learn how to make all the different variations of different candies and chocolates. This caramel is a soft caramel using fresh dairy, which is milk and cream. And it's different than if you use sweetened condensed milk, which is the easiest to use, or evaporated milk. They have significantly less water in them, and the water content is what you are boiling down. You're evaporating the water, and the risk is that you're going to curdle the fresh dairy. So you have to work at a moderate heat. You have to keep your whisk or spatula moving, and you have to be willing to take a very long time. This took me about an hour to cook. Working slowly and pulling the pot off of the heat every now and then to control the splatter and the spillover is key to not getting hurt. The first benchmark is 110 Celsius. At that point, I'm going to take out the vanilla bean pod and save it. And then at 110, I'm going to add the butter. And then I'm going to continue to cook to 117 Celsius when I will add the salt and remove from the heat. But I have decided not to add salt. I am adding that beautiful miso paste from Umami, which is a local company here in Connecticut. This old school miso is fermented and it's delicate, slightly salty and sweet, so it gets added at the very end of cooking with no heat. Caramel is caramel because of the caramelization and toasting of milk solids that exist in the cream, the milk, and the butter. When the butter is added at the end, it's not part of the original emulsion, so the flavor stands out. It gives you a nice mouthfeel and it helps with cutting. But you don't want to use too much butter because you'll end up with a greasy product. What you are witnessing is 90% humidity and its effect on caramel. I chose not to use sorbitol or lecithin, and it shows. I powered on, and eventually I will need to pop these into the freezer in order to get them cut neatly and wrapped so that they look pretty, because in my opinion, nothing is done until it's presented beautifully. When the temperature calms down, I will be trying the other types of caramels and demoing a caramel sauce and some other things that I really enjoy, because I think learning how to caramelize sugar should not be scary. It should be something that you can control and manage and have very predictable results. The vanilla is very pronounced, and if you didn't know it had miso paste in it, you would think that it had an unusual umami sweetness to it, which it does. These were worth every bit of trouble. Delicious.